iPhone 6s. It might look the same, but the only thing that's changed is everything.
Hey, what's up guys? You're watching Savvasapple, and on this video, it's finally my long-awaited iPhone 6s review. So basically on this video, I'm gonna talk about my experience with the iPhone 6s. These 2 months, I've been using it non-stop as my daily driver. So obviously, I'm gonna talk about the design, the hardware, the software, the camera, the battery life, and of course the overall usability of the phone. And yeah, so without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump to the iPhone 6s.
It might look similar, but in reality it's a completely different phone. Starting on with the material. Apple is now using a much stronger type of aluminum 7000 series. This will make the phone much stronger and less bendable. Other external changes is the S badge at the back and a new pink color, rose gold. At the front of the device, we have a much stronger glass that will prevent the device from cracking, and overall, the phone looks and feels like its predecessor, the iPhone 6. All the buttons, cameras, and port cutouts are at the exact same position as the predecessor. Now let's talk about the display. The iPhone 6's display has the exact same resolution as its predecessor. The only difference is of course 3D Touch. Now if you don't know what 3D Touch is, it's basically a pressure-sensitive display that will react on depending on how much pressure you apply on the display. 3D Touch is based on 2 gestures, pick and pop. Pick is for getting some additional information, for example picking on some messages, photos, and stuff like that. And pop is getting right to the actual thing. So you can pick into websites, emails, messages, and more, and even more for third-party apps as the developer SDK is available. So Instagram, Twitter, and most of the new apps from the App Store will have 3D Touch support. 3D Touch also has quick actions on the home screen. So as for right now, 3D Touch has a very limited usage. But when developers develop more and more apps and games supporting 3D Touch, 3D Touch will become something really useful. Now let's talk about the speed. And the phone is ridiculously fast. It's probably one of the fastest smartphones in the world right now. The iPhone 6s has an Apple A9 chip and the M9 core processor with 64-bit architecture. It has also 2 gigs of RAM and 6-core GPU. So the other RAM really shows its work and its power, as the phone keeps a lot more in memory, so for you multitaskers, you'll definitely enjoy that. iOS 9 on the other hand is running pretty smoothly, pretty much the smoothest experience on iOS right now. Speaking of iOS 9, it has some amazing new features that every user will love. Speaking of speed, Touch ID is really fast. I mean, you barely touch the home button and it's instantly unlocking the phone. I remember sometimes when I was in class or I pulled off my phone from my pocket and just to check the time, I just barely touched the home button and it instantly unlocked the phone. To solve that speed problem, all you have to do is just use a finger that is not recognized or just go back to that sleep wake button. But overall, I didn't have a massive problem with that. Pretty fast, it's pretty accurate, and I really love it. And overall, that's something that you are gonna get used to it. Now let's talk about the camera. The main camera of the phone is 12 megapixels, and on the front-facing camera we have 5 megapixels. Now the rear camera being 12 megapixels, it is finally going to be able to record that crispy as 4K video. And trust me, 4K looks gorgeous on the iPhone 6s. So if you want to see how 4K video looks on the iPhone 6s, have a link in the description of a video I've done before on the iPhone 6s in 4K, so go ahead, I have a link in the description and check it out. Having more megapixels, that means that you can crop even further in an image and still have plenty of resolution and detail on your photos. Another feature of the camera on the iPhone 6s is live photos. Basically, the phone records 2 or 3 seconds before and after you shoot a photo, and then the photo creates like a GIF photo, and when you 3D touch on it, it actually animates for you. Now keep that in mind, it's still a 12 megapixel still image. Now the front-facing camera takes some nice selfies and it's really good for your like regular FaceTime calls and Skype and stuff like that. Inside the phone there's a custom chip that allows the display to get bright enough to act as a dual tone flash, similar to that found on the back of the iPhone. Now last but not least, the moment you've been waiting for, the battery life. I have to say, on my regular use that includes camera, Snapchat, Instagram and all of those basic stuff, I was getting a battery life that lasted exactly for 1 day. But when I was doing some more heavy stuff such as recording in 4K and gaming, I had to plug the phone really early and that sucked a lot. Overall, the battery life on the iPhone 6s has been really great despite the fact that it's smaller. Overall, the iPhone 6s has been an amazing experience and I absolutely love everything that Apple added to the device.
So there you have it, the iPhone 6s review. So thanks for watching guys. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up as it helps my channel a lot. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And yeah, overall my experience with the 6s was amazing. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video.